Well, here we are. Sensei is on his deathbed. Up, Wedding Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Domestic Not Kanojo, aka Domestic Girlfriend, Chapter 254. So, God, this is probably going to be a really hard chapter for me to get through because, for those of you that don't know, my boyfriend of 12 years died in September, and I'm probably going to cry right now. And yesterday, I found out that one of my other friends just died from a heroin overdose. So this is going to be really hard for me, but I'm going to get through this. Anyway, please, for the love of God, do not do heroin. I'm begging you guys, don't do it. Because I've seen it, like, kill 2 people now, and it's just so heartbreaking. And it almost killed my other friend, so. But anyway, I'll have to do a video on this. Anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what happens next. And chapter 254 is titled The Final Dedication. Sensei, what? Tsutaya, right? That guy talks too much. Did it relapse? Sooner than expected. I thought they'd cut it all out, but I guess they left some behind. By the time they noticed, it already started to spread. They treated it, but it seems there's not much more they can do. Looks like I'll be joining Sosuke soon enough. Why didn't you tell me earlier? You don't have to go telling him about this, but I'm okay, really. All I'll do is worry, and then I'll have to deal with his nagging again. Let's not give him anything more to worry about. I planned on dying before you saw me like this. That's a little cold, isn't it? Well, I didn't want to see you looking like that. Oh yeah, I was about to tell you something. At the restaurant. I know. It's okay, you don't have to say it. More importantly, are you okay? I mean, Togen-sensei. I know. I'm sorry, I know this, must be hard to take. It's so sudden after all. According to him, they can't treat it any further. Where, huh? Where is he? Which hospital? Togen-sensei? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry now, because remember, this is his daughter. You're working on your novel? Yeah, show me. Sorry, it's not quite finished yet. What are you doing here, then? Get back to work. I thought you decided to take this seriously. If you've got time to waste on useless sentimentality, go home and write. You didn't have to chase her off like that. Dude, well, we might technically be related, but our current relationship is between a real writer and an aspiring one. That's the way to handle it, right? I mean, how do you treat a daughter that suddenly shows up like that? You just couldn't let her know you were happy to see her, could you? Oh, shut up. I wish you'd never told her in the first place. Are you okay? Don't push yourself. Just lay there and rest. This is about the forest we went to, right? It says here, their conversation reached a standstill as Takashi began to make his way up the mountain. The trees were beautifully pruned. He wished that he could show the sight to the girl that... I thought I'd do a short story collection this time. That's the third one halfway. That's the third one halfway there already. Don't know if I'll be able to finish it though. I'll help you then. You'll tire yourself out sitting up to write. I'll transcribe for you. I'll come visit every day on the way home from school. Give me a break. I don't want to be that much of a pain in your ass. It's not a pain. Handling your affairs is my job after all. You got nothing to hide from me anymore, right? Oh gosh. So this is the way that he's going to get back into writing? I love it! This is so brilliant. And something I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video that I got to mention is you guys in the comment section have spoken that we did not go SJW route in this manga. Just basically this manga is covering these really important issues right. It did not go the social justice route. And I'm glad that you guys said that in the comment section because I was fucking worried that it was. So anyway, let's keep going. Are you reading properly? Yeah, you look so tired. I'm worried about you. I hope you're not going to end up putting yourself in here too. I appreciate the concern, but this is something I have to do. Whenever I was confused or struggling, Togen-sensei always showed me the way. As far as I'm concerned, this is the least I can do. He's like family to me. That's why I want to be with him as much as I can. It's done! Oh my god, please read it, I beg of you. Overall, it's a nice piece of work. The details are still a little rough, though. First of all, this change of scene in the third paragraph. If the ambiguity of this depiction is important later, that's fine. But otherwise, it's noise that's likely to confuse the reader. Now, this exchange between the protagonist and her brother. Hana-senpai's really inheriting your talents, isn't she? Did you read it too? Yeah, I didn't finish it, but it's really impressive. Talent's overrated. That goes for both me and her. We're both just bookworms, is all. If he was still with us, don't you think your son would have wanted to follow in your footsteps? I bet he would have diligently followed your teachings and become a great writer. Well, I wouldn't recommend it. It's too much hard work. I doubt I would have kept it up if he lived anyway. But if he had, would you have objected? I mean, I would have found fault with his writing probably. I don't criticize subject matter or style. That's what makes a writer who they are. But composition and phrasing, on the other hand, yes, thank you. Thank you! Togen Sensei is like my spirit animal, because that's something I criticize a lot at these videos, is the fucking translations. Because of the composition and the phrasing! Oh god, and the spelling too. But thank you for saying that, Togen, because that's really goddamn important, is composition and phrasing! The worst thing you can be is hard to understand. That's the difference between a boring story and a gripping one. How much you apply yourself there. This is flat out writing wisdom right here. Seems to me you've got plenty of teachings to offer. You asked, didn't you? If he lived, I'm sure we'd have had this conversation over sake sometime. Well, you share your theory of literature with me. Why don't we enjoy a little drink? You brought sake? I bought this cider from the store earlier. What the? I know it's not sake and I'm not your son, but maybe it's at least a little. It's close enough. Cheers! Oh gosh. See? Oh, it's time. It's time. Oh my freaking god. What is it, Sensei? I understand. I'm glad they gave us permission. Oh, he's going out. Oh, don't be like that. All right, let's go. So he's not gonna die just yet! We got at least another chapter of Togen Sensei, but oh my god, when Togen Sensei dies, I'm gonna fucking cry. I can't wait to see what he says to Hana. That's gonna be so interesting. When he's really on his deathbed. We're not there yet. We're on the hospice. We are not the deathbed yet. But I'm really curious what you guys think of how Sasuga is handling this situation. I think it's really brilliant. I'm glad that Togen Sensei is just being such a smartass. I love his relationship with Natsuo so freaking much. His relationship with Natsuo is just like life. But something I'm just curious about is, and I'm getting this feeling, and I'm very curious if you guys are too, is if Sasuga is using this as a way for as a transition for Natsuo to get back into writing. Because if that's the case, I think it's actually pretty goddamn smart. Like, maybe not, because it kind of reminds me of what happened in Act Age when Kay experienced death, the death of the director of the stage play she was working on, and how she took that experience and brought it to her performance, and like it was very inspired. I'm very curious if that's the same kind of situation we're gonna have here, and like Natsuo is gonna write a really beautiful novel after this. I really hope that's the case. Sasuga, please do it. Please! Please do it! Anyway, very curious what your guys' thoughts are on this chapter. Are you guys getting ready for the waterworks from me next week? Are you guys getting ready to cry too? I'll make sure I have a box of tissues with me for the next chapter. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more domestic Kanojo content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.